Hot spot, big news concerning Manchester United. The manager Erik Ten Hag wants Andre Onana to be part of the pre-season tour. Is this likely to happen? We also talk a bit about the players at United who are attracting the attention from Saudi Arabia. It's a big time coming for Manchester United. Subscribe to the Hot Spot. Let's get into it as we do burn you with the hottest news concerning Manchester United. Now, quick start, starting off with what we are getting from Fabrizio Romano is that Erik Ten Hag wants Andre Onana to be part of Manchester United's tour of the United States. Now, this tour will be happening after next week, so meaning Manchester United are intent on securing the move for Andre Onana from Inter Milan before the end of next week. Remember, United has tabled 2 bids and they have both been rejected. Both bids have been rejected. So, but they are still trapped in negotiations with Inter Milan, and it is believed that the negotiations are going on so well, and both sides are determined to ensure that a deal is struck. Remember, the valuation of the player Andre Onana by Inter Milan is about 51 million pounds. Now United are about 5 million pounds short of that, so meaning it is very possible that a deal will be struck between the two parties, and soon we'll be getting Andre Onana as the goalkeeper. What we know though is that personal terms were agreed between Onana and and Manchester United. He will be signing a contract of 5 years in total, or 4 years plus an option of an extra 1 year, and he's expected to be one of the top earners at the club as well, because he's coming in as one of the elite signings. He's a Champions League finalist, so that shows you how important Onana is to the whole project, and that is why the team that reported to training already is hoping he will be joining them as well, and that again would mean a complete pre-season. Now it is also known that Inter Milan have already spoken and engaged Andre Onana to prepare himself for a move to Manchester United for a medical. So they are preparing him because everything, like I've been saying, should be happening so fast. Erik Ten Hag wants things to be moving so fast because there is surely no time to waste if United are going to have a successful preseason, and of course which would end up in a good season. United are already training, like I said. Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane are also part of the team training. That's good news concerning the back line, because there were struggles. Remember, Kim Min-jae already did his medical at Bayern Munich, meaning that one is a gone case. So United, we are hoping that the 2 World Cup winners, the centre backs, should be fit, and indeed it is happening. They seem to be fit, so that's pretty much the good news coming through from Manchester United. I did promise you that this was going to be a week of so much activity concerning United. Mason Mount did train as well with the team. It was a brilliant training today. I watched some short clips and videos of the training of Manchester United, and surely I love the body language, the confidence, the manager, the players. You feel like this looks this is going to be a good time. They have been hungry for this. They don't seem to be bothered by the takeover at all, which I think is a good thing. Now, still talking Man United, Mason Greenwood is wanted by a couple of clubs. Now, the other club that is strongly emerging to be the next destination for Mason Greenwood is Atalanta. Now, we know that Manchester United are planning to bid for the Atalanta forward Rasmus Højlund, and that is after Onana. United should be proceeding first to sign Højlund, because even him, actually, according to Erik Ten Hag, he wants to have a complete squad when they go to the tour USA. So it's possible that United might this week or soon, in a few days, make another bid for Rasmus Højlund, and they might be targeting 2 players in this 2 more players in this summer, and they could get them before the start of the preseason. So it could be a busy few days coming. But what we are hearing is that, remember that Atalanta do value their player at about 60 to 70 million euros. That's about 50 million pounds. Now, United are believed to be willing to match that, but not entirely cash. It is believed they could try and bait Atalanta with Mason Greenwood as a loan option. Remember, Greenwood they are looking for a club for Greenwood to be loaned out to, so that he can recover from there and get his full fitness again. It would be a good move for Atalanta, obviously, but also a good one for Mason Greenwood to try and recover. Certainly not good for Man United, the club, because I do believe Greenwood is needed more at Manchester United. But of course, because of circumstances, he's got to be reintroduced slowly or in a subtle way back to the game if he's not going to face the wrath of the fans. So the unsparing fans will always come for you, but it's a good thing that United are thinking, are being creative and thinking of ways of ensuring that the young man, that is Mason Greenwood, returns and calmly and settles in and returns to full fitness through the right process. So whereas I would ideally want him to be with Højlund and Marcus Rashford as the front three, I do understand that he has to be loaned out. So part of the deal to sign Rasmus Højlund could include Mason Greenwood crossing over. I know many of you won't want to hear that, but it might be the best thing for the youngster. I don't want to hear that as well, because I mean the boy is free. Throw him there and prepare him with the team. But again, on the other side, 18 months without playing at the topmost level, you don't want to come back and go straight into the biggest football club. It would be, I think, him being thrown in the deep end. But we have him until 2025. He's a young boy of 21, so the future is always going to be bright. And away from that, Fred and Scott McTominay are attracting interest from Saudi Arabia. Good news, I do believe. We should celebrate that. The only player we know United, had that. The only club rather that had shown interest in one of our players was Fulham being interested in Fred. But if Saudi Arabia is coming, probably it would be a good option, a better option for Fred in terms of earning money for himself at 30. But also, it's a better option for United because it's easier to bargain with Saudi guys because they are not as stingy as you'd expect a Fulham to be. So if it's about money, I do believe Manchester United know well that they have got to be settling for Saudi. But that's a bit of what's happening. That's what's happening with the biggest football club in the world, and we know that Scott McTominay is among the players that we want out, that the club wants out. Of course, he's also been linked to Saudi Arabia and a few clubs in Italy and in the Premier League. But I think the best destination for United to sell should be Saudi Arabia. It will be easier to get money from there. Now, again, wrapping up the stories for you. John Mata has been locked in Milan, trying to seal a double move for Onana and Rasmus Højlund. It's big progress happening. It is known that Onana will be done soon, and it's a question of time when they do come out to confirm him. Manchester United are busy trying to vend players who will buy, which club will be the first to pay United for one of our flops, and who will it be to go first? I do wonder who that will be, but I can't wait to see the money come in. But also, we do know that Manchester United are seriously interested in ensuring that Onana join the preseason. Now, the preseason tour, that is of US, but the preseason began at the club, and the players reported at Carrington. Now, what is coming through is that Inter Milan are about to submit a proposal for Hugo Lloris to replace Andre Onana, who is bound to Manchester United. Inter are looking for options because Manchester United mean business. There is progress, guys. It's happening, and trust me, this will be a brilliant preseason if United does get over their business so fast. You've got Onana in between your sticks. You've got a fresh backline with a fresh backline with Varane and Martinez, fresh from injury, returning fully to fitness. You've got Rasmus Højlund coming in. Maybe Mason Mount is already in. Maybe we could get Sofian Amrabat as well. What more dream summer would you want? I think that would be the perfect summer for Manchester United. And this is the perfect time for me to say thank you. Catch you later.